So yeah, Dave, overall thoughts on the first overall episode of NXT. I know there was a lot of people having issues with
I
the
was one of
WWE
them.
Network. I was one of them as well. I had to watch the finishing on my phone because for some reason they were having some issues with the login stuff on the Xbox where I watched the WWE Network, so it wasn't working on for mine. Fine on the phone, but on the Xbox was not working whatsoever. That probably was a little bit of a downside. They did. I got an email probably an hour later apologizing for everything. So at least they were kind of quick about it. Even Triple H, I think, did a conference call after the show was over, and he mentioned it. And they had it on demand. I think an hour after the show was over to kind of make things up for everybody. But what did you think of it? Did you? What's the negatives, positives coming out of last Wednesday's show?
I thought the first hour to me was better than the second hour because honestly I couldn't get on it. It was making me mad after like 5 or 6 tries. I was just like get annoyed with it. So hopefully they fix it this coming week, or you don't have no issues. But yeah, there were some hiccups with too many commercials, and there was a lot of quick matches. You got to see your boy Trevor Lee. He was even trending that night
That
as
boy,
Trevor
boy,
Lee.
Trevor Lee, man, on the first hour, Dave. Like that's got to show you
Yeah.
something. They think a little bit highly of him. You got to think there, right? Yeah, a little bit. No, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I liked him better as Trevor Lee, but whatever.
Yeah, true. I did too as well. I did too. I'm not sure where they're going with this character with him as a cowboy type character. I'm
I
not.
think this helps because this helps the show be in live more because now we got to worry about all these, these spoilers, and that's what's really going to be a big help for all this stuff is because we don't got to worry about stay off Twitter. NXT spoilers are
And I
coming, and
think
then
that's what hurt NXT a lot too.
we've had this discussion many times offline about how NXT, man, if they need to go live for 2 hours because it's just hurting them. Because what's the point of watching NXT on TV or on their little weekly shows on the network when the takeovers are really going to be with the time to watch it? And just doing these live episodes now, it makes it almost can't miss TV because you're going to get these great matches weekly on live TV, and it's going to mean something more
Mm-hmm.
instead of those taped shows where they're only going to mean something at a takeover. You can miss every show on NXT on the network because the only thing good is going to happen is on the takeover specials. So yeah, I like it. Was there some hiccups? Yeah, the network. There was some other. They tried to get as much stuff in as they could. Did a couple squash matches. I even had Pete Dunne on the first part of this network special, so that was nice. So yeah, there's some stuff here and there they can fix, but they're growing, and I don't think they're garbage like the Red Sox fan says, but yeah, I thought it was good for. I'll be interested to see how they do for 2 full hours on USA. That's really going to be the test of time, head to head with AEW.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get to AEW here in just a minute. Yeah, this little development company is getting 1.2 million viewers. AEW is shooting themselves in the foot, saying NXT isn't a pro company. If NXT is kicking their ass in ratings, but we all know AEW is a new kid in town. We're all excited to see AEW, but trashing their competition is weak. Colton asks, "What's your take on Impact going to Access? Now, Access has 3 pro wrestling shows from WoW, New Japan, and now Impact. Is October great times to be a great? Yeah, we touched on this. If Colt, if you don't know, we do Impact the watch parties every Friday night. So we're happy for Impact, and we're glad that they finally got onto a legit channel, a legit wrestling channel too. At top of that, we just hope they start pulling out some better TV product each week because last couple of weeks Impact has just been absolute garbage. AEW expected 400 to 500K. Wow, I feel like they don't open the show with MJF or Jericho or Moxley, they will lose non-mark AEW fans fast because most of the roster wouldn't keep me watching if I wasn't a hardcore wrestling fan to begin with. Wow, damn. New Japan's leaving Access? I didn't know that. Since when? Um, let's get into some of these rumors and innuendos, and then we'll jump into some AEW stuff. So,
Yeah, I agree with that, Ted. They do love to do that stuff to make title changes on big shows.
Vince McMahon reportedly wants to push Chad Gable despite King of the Ring loss. According to everyone's favorite Dave Meltzer, notes that McMahon sees Gable's recent work as a push for him, hence why he came out on SmackDown for revenge and ruined Corbin's coronation ceremony on SmackDown Live. The short jokes are reportedly not a rib or to make fun of Gable, but are reportedly how Vince thinks he'll get over. So he thinks the small jokes, I guess, are going to get sympathy from us, and we're going to start cheering him on. What are your thoughts on that, Dave? Do you feel like Chad Gable can get some type of big push in the next couple of weeks, or you just think this is kind of just rumors?
Hey, it's better to hear that Vince likes you than Vince doesn't like you. So, I mean, that's always a positive right there. When you hear Vince likes Chad Gable's work and stuff. Heck, we heard the same thing about the AJ Styles, that he became really impressed with AJ and started to see him more as a main eventer, and that's why AJ got that long run as WWE champ for so long. But yeah, good for good for Chad to be in good favors of Vince McMahon. And he does, to me, I don't want to compare the two, but Gable does kind of remind me a little bit of Owen Hart. Just the way his work in the ring. I'm not comparing, saying he's better or worse than Owen, but to me, he just reminds me of Owen Hart a little bit.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely a wrestling machine. I'm curious to see where this actually lands Chad Gable the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens there. WWE is to update entrance stages for Raw and SmackDown. Apparently, according to WrestleVotes, we talked about them before on the show, this coming week of TV is the final week with the current entrance stage. Both Raw and SmackDown are getting an updated, fresh filling set. So we'll be hopefully seeing some new sets in the next couple of weeks on Raw and SmackDown. You kind of had a feeling that you would see a new set over on the SmackDown side with them moving over to Fox. Let's get to some of these comments in the chat. I'm getting sick of people saying this is a wrestling boom. If most people don't watch anything but WWE or AEW, is it really a fucking boom? In my opinion, we're in a wrestling exposure boom. That's it. Okay, fair point.
I think we're in a wrestling boom. Look at all the different wrestling that's out there right now. Yes, Red Sox fans would say we only watch WWE and that's it, but there's tons of wrestling out there right now.
Absolutely.
There really is. You can watch, Fight Network or Fight TV. They have so much wrestling on there for free that you can sit there and watch all day.
What a career Meltzer has had, making a couple $1 million guessing about the wrestling business and giving any Japan match 5 stars, says Hicks. Adam Baum says, it makes sense. Push the small guy, have people make fun of his height or whatever, and have him triumph over the villain. Simple strategy 101. Yeah, very, very true. That's how you make a good, popular character in the WWE or anywhere in wrestling, Have the odds stacked. Everybody likes a good David versus Goliath story. You can never go wrong with that. Booker T says that he would not mind. This is huge news right here. Managing the Street Profits, everybody. Booker T said on his recent radio show, I'm thinking about putting my name into Manage the Street Profits. Bring these guys to the next level, you know what I mean. Just put a little bit more street on it, that's all. Just put more street on them, it'd be no playing, no jiving, just business. And that's the thing, I love to entertain. How about Dave? Booker T joining the Street Profits. What a tag team that would be, wouldn't it, Dave? Don't you agree?
Yeah, they would have to revoke his Hall of Fame ring because he would no longer be a Hall of Famer if he's freaking trying to manage the freaking Street Profits. To make them credible, please. That's a terrible slap in the face, and they are not Harlem Heat of 2019. Wow. Harlem Heat was actually considered a legit badass, maybe not, but they were one of those teams that were a good tag team in the 90s, but yeah, they weren't the best tag team in WCW.
Y'all are just some Street Profit haters, man. Let's see. What else are we having here? Oh, Tony Tate. Yep, we got the clip from that, Ted. We're going to be showing that here in just a minute. Anybody here listen to Busted Open Radio on Sirius XM? Yes. Yes, Colt, we do. Harlem Heat 2.0. I like these. I like this. They're comparing them to You know why they're comparing them to Harlem Heat?
Because they're black?
No. because they
What
have the
other?
talent to be another
Oh,
Harlem Heat. They could
they do
be
not have the
the
talent.
next. They could be the next Harlem Heat, the next tag
Oh my
team
God!
to
Just
go
stop.
into the
Just
WWE
stop.
Hall of Fame, Dave. I feel it.
Just stop. Just stop. Just move on. You're sounding terrible. Saying they have the talent to be the next Harlem Heat. Oh,
Oh, David
please.
Kiss, that's a low blow saying Harlem Heat 0.1.
Yeah, more like Crime Time 2.0. I agree with that.
Tell her. Why Booker T want to manage primetime players 2.0? Man, get the fuck out of here. All right, do you watch Booker T wrestling show Wrestling Reality? No, I do not, but I know it's
Well, it's a
on Fire TV.
podcast.
Oh
You can
no.
listen to it.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
meant
Wrestling
yeah.
Reality. Oh, the show. Okay. I thought you meant the podcast.
Walmart Harlem Heat. Wow. Okay, I can't take anymore. We're moving on. All right, so
More like Dollar Store Harlem Heat.
the debut episode of NXT on USA Network pulled a strong viewership for its premiere. The show scored about over 1 million viewers for 1 hour. It was broadcast on the USA. The second hour aired on the WWE Network. The real interesting numbers start on October 2nd when All Elite Wrestling Dynamite debuts on TNT. USA Network and WWE are reportedly very happy with the debut and number. So there you go. Solid number from the NXT show on Wednesday night. I've been playing the heck out of WWE 24K today. Man, this video game kicks ass, says Legends fan. The famous Harlem Heat promo. We coming for the gold, Hulk Hogan. We coming for, face palm. Yeah.
We coming for you, Adam Cole.
Oh, yeah. All right.